Okay, so today is our third lecture, and we will today, after this lecture, you will be able to know about platforms. Last time we have completed Android platform. Today we will discuss the iOS platform, and then we will discuss mobile application can run on different devices, which are those devices. Then what are the native applications, web applications, and then hybrid applications. So this is, we are covering the L1. So from L1, today we will discuss AC 1.4, describe platforms and devices, mobile applications run on, and AC 1.5, explain the difference between native web and hybrid applications. AC 1.4 we have covered last time half, so we will continue from the rest. Okay. So Apple platforms are those. iOS is a mobile operating system that was developed by Apple for iPhones, iPads, and other Apple mobile devices. iOS is the second most popular and most used mobile operating system after Android. First is Android, then second is Apple platform. The structure of the iOS operating system is layered based. Like you have different layers in it. Its communication doesn't occur directly. It means that the layers between the application layer and the hardware layer will help for communication. The lower level gives basic services on which all applications rely, and the higher level layers provide graphics and interface related services. And most of the interfaces come with a special package called a framework. Okay, now what is framework? A framework is a directory that holds dynamic shared libraries like .a files, header files, images, and helper apps that may support the library. And each layer has a set of different frameworks that are helpful for developers. Okay. Okay, this is the overview of Apple platform. We have discussed how is its structure. Its structure is layered based, and it uses different frameworks. Frameworks are different directories in which you have different files, which can be used by the developers while developing the Apple application and iPhone applications. Okay, here you can see this is the hardware. This is the architecture of iOS. We have different layers in it. Okay, so Apple defines the collection of mechanisms and technologies currently being introduced as a sequence of layers inside the operating system. Okay, we have different sequence of layers. Here you can see there are different layers, and they are inside in the operating system. Each one of these layers comprises of multiple frameworks to be used and implemented through your application areas. Okay, in each layer you have different frameworks which are used to develop the application's different functions. There are 4 layers in the architecture of iOS. So you can see here that there are 4 layers: core touch, media layer, core services, and core operating system. So we will discuss them later one by one. So now what does iOS do? Okay, what is the purpose of Android application software? Sorry, iOS. It runs application. It has mobile security. It provides multi-touch interfaces, and it provides split view screens. So one by one, we will discuss them. Okay, what is run application? It is a platform which can run the different applications. So whatever applications which are developed for iOS platform, it can run on the iOS. These applications can run on iOS platform, iOS operating system. Okay, then mobile security. This control allows app Apple devices to offer good security. Okay, for example, iOS only allows one copy of an app on each device. Okay, you cannot run same application on two devices. So if a user has a company provided security restricted copy of an application, the user cannot also have an unrestricted version of the same app for personal use. Like you can say that if any application is given to you from your company, which is iOS restricted, so you cannot use that unrestricted copy of that application for personal use on your device. Okay, next is customizability is more restricted with iOS as well, with everything from the phone's appearance to app functionality having to fall into Apple's design rules. Okay, you cannot customize it easily. Customization is very hard in iOS applications. Okay, next is a multi-touch interface. With the swipe of 3, 4, or 5 fingers, you can navigate through your iPad without clicking on the home button. It saves the time and it increases the productivity. Okay, so most useful multi-touch gestures are close front tap, for example, use 4 or 5 fingers to pinch the screen and close the app you are currently in. Then split view screen, it opens two different apps or two windows from the same app. Okay, you can open two different apps at the same time or two windows of same app in one screen. It splits this screen into resizable views. For example, open messages and maps at the same time in split view. So both apps will be available on your screen if you use split view screen feature. Okay, here you can see here some are frameworks available for all the layers. We have core operating system, then we have core services, in which we have core data and foundation, then we have media, here we have core graphics frameworks, then OpenGL. Yes, this is cross-platform for iOS application. And then we have core animations. This is used for animations in the apps. And then we have Cocoa Touch. It includes user interface kit, like different icons and different options you can use through this kit in your mobile application. So, do you have any question till now?
No.
Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me directly. Okay, you can start me. Okay, next we have core operating system. We will discuss now all these layers one by one. First of all, we have core operating system. All the iOS technologies are built on the low-level features provided by the core operating system layer. These technologies include core Bluetooth framework, external accessory framework, accelerate framework, security services framework, local authorization framework. These are different frameworks. Okay, through if when we develop the applications, we use these frameworks to enable different functions and features in our mobile applications. If we want to add security feature, we will use security services framework. If we use Bluetooth, if we want to add a Bluetooth feature, then we use core Bluetooth framework. Like this, we will use we can use these all frameworks in our Apple application. Okay, then we have core services. Some important frameworks are present in the core services layer. This is a second layer which helps the iOS operating system to cure itself and provide better functionality. So different core services name and their purpose is mentioned here. So first of all, we have address book framework. The address book framework provides access to the contact details of the user. Whatever the contact details of the users are present, the address book framework provide access to them. CloudKit framework. This framework provides a medium for moving data between your app and iCloud. Okay, so if you are going to move your data from your application to iCloud, you can use this kit. Okay, core data framework. This is the technology that is used for managing the data model of a model view controller app. Next, we have core foundation framework. This framework provides data management and service features for iOS application. You can manage your data and you can manage your services. Core location framework. This framework helps to provide the location and heading information to the application. So like, for example, if you want to know about the location, so this you want to add the location feature, you can use this core location framework in your application. Like through this framework, you can add location functionality in your application. Then we have core motion framework. All the motion based on the device is assessed with the help of the core motion framework. So whatever the movement we are making in our application, all the motion is done through this core motion framework. Then we have foundation framework. Okay, Objective-C. Objective-C is a programming language discovering too many of the features found in the core foundation framework. So Objective-C language, we can access these features. Then we have HealthKit framework. This framework handles the health related information of the user. If we want to enable health feature, we can use this framework in our application. Then we have HomeKit framework. This framework is used for talking with and controlling connected devices with the user's home. Then we have social framework. It is a simple and simply an interface that will access users' social media accounts. Through this framework, we can enable the social media accounts in our application. We can connect them. StoreKit framework. This framework supports for buying of contents and services from inside iOS apps. Okay. So next we have media layer. With the help of the media layer, we will enable all graphics, video, and audio technology of the system. The different frameworks of media layers are, okay, these all frameworks are used by developers when they are making the iOS applications. So the end user will only use the application and they don't need to know about these frameworks and these media layers, all these types of layers. These are layers, these all information is for the developers who are going to develop the iOS application. So they must know all these things so that they can easily implement all the features which are they required in their applications. We have next, we have UL Kit Graphics. This framework provides support for designing images and animating the view content. So whatever images and animated view you can see in your mobile application, in different application, these are designed through UL Kit Graphics. Then core graphics framework. This framework supports 2D vector and image-based rendering, and it is a native drawing engine for iOS. Okay, so we can see different images in our mobile application, whatever mobile application we are using. So you can see their 2D and 3D view. So to enable 2D or 3D view, we use this core graphic framework. Next, we have core animation. This framework helps in optimizing the animation experience of the apps in iOS. Okay, so you can see, you can have, you can say that you have different stickers, animated stickers you have used in your WhatsApp. So that animation experience is done through core animation framework. Media player frameworks. This framework provides support for playing the playlist and enables the user to use their iTunes library. Okay, this is for audio and videos, like whatever audios and videos we are listening. So this framework support that audio or video. Then we have AVKit. AVKit is specifically for audio and video. This framework provides various easy-to-use interfaces for video presentation, recording, and playback of audio and video. So through this, you can see that whenever you are opening any song or any, you can say video in your mobile, you have options like triangle. So from those options, you can stop, pause the audio or video. So through AVKit, we can enable these features in our mobile application. OpenAL, this framework is an industry. This framework is an industry standard technology for providing audio. Then we have core images. This framework provides advanced support for motionless images. Motionless images means which are still images. They are not moving. GLKit. This framework manages advanced 2D and 3D rendering by hardware accelerated interfaces. Like if you are watching any cartoons which are 2D or 3D, then through this framework you can see them easily. Like they will provide you the 2D or 3D view. Okay, next we have Cocoa Touch. This is the last layer, I think. Cocoa Touch is also known as the application layer, which acts as an interface for the user to work with the iOS operating system. The Cocoa Touch layer provides the following frameworks. Okay, this is the application. This is known as application layer, and it acts as a interface for the users, which are end users, the users who are using the applications. Even it has these frameworks. First of all, we have EventKit framework. This framework shows a standard system interface using view controllers for viewing and changing events. Okay, this framework shows a standard system interface, and it uses view controllers for viewing and changing the events. We can change whatever the events we are changing. We are moving uh, through the apps, we are moving through different options. So through this framework, we can enable those features. Developers can enable those features in the application. Next, we have GameKit framework. This framework provides support for users to share their game-related data online using a game center. Like I think last time I have seen a game which is very commonly used by user. So I don't remember what is the name of that game. Do you have any experience of playing any online game?
No, no.
No? Yes, I remember the PUBG game. Okay. The PUBG is online game, and I think there is another game, Ludo Star. These are online games, and you can transfer you can share your data related to game online to game center. So you can enable this feature through GameKit framework. MapKit framework. This framework gives a scrollable map that one can include in your user interface of the app. Then PushKit framework. This framework provides registration support. So whatever registration process, it will ask from you the name and whatever the details it's asked from you while you are logging into your any application. For example, when you make an account on Facebook or WhatsApp, so it take different details from you. So to make you register in that application. So this push kit framework enables the registration process. Okay, these are the programming languages used for iOS development. We have Objective C, C hash, C++, Swift, Python, and HTML5. These programming languages are most of time used by the iOS used for iOS development. Then we have features of iOS operating system. It is highly secure than other operating system. Okay, it has provide very good security. Other than it provides more security than other operating systems. Then we have iOS provides multitasking features. For example, while working in one application, we can switch to another application easily. Then we have iOS user interface includes multiple gestures like swipe, tap, pinch, reverse pinch. Okay, these are different gestures which iOS interfaces provides. Then iBooks, iStore, iTunes, Game Center, and emails are very user friendly. It provides Safari as a default web browser. So for iOS operating system, Safari is a default web browser. Like for I think Android, we have Google as a default web browser. It has a powerful API and a camera. API application programming interfaces. It has deep hardware and software integration. Like its software and hardware integration is very deep. Okay, next we have applications of iOS operating system. It means that where these applications are used, where iOS operating systems are used. iOS operating system is the commercial operating system for Apple and is popular for its security. Okay, it is most commonly used for Apple applications and it is popular for its security. iOS operating system comes with pre-installed apps which were developed by Apple. Okay, our iOS operating system comes with pre-installed, like the already installed apps which are developed by Apple. For example, Mail, Map, TV, Music, Wallet, Health, and many more. Next, we have Swift programming language is used for developing apps that would run on iOS operating system. In iOS operating system, we can perform multitask like chatting along with surfing on the internet. We can do these things at the same time. We can chat to someone and we can also do surfing on the internet. Okay, what are the advantages of iOS operating system? The iOS operating system has some advantages. Our other operating systems available in the market, especially the Android operating system. Okay, so some of them are it is more secure than other operating systems. Okay, it provides more security than Android. Excellent user interface and fluid responsive. It has great user interface and very responsive. It is very responsive. It suits best for businesses and professionals and generate less heat as compared to Android. Okay. What are the disadvantages of iOS operating system? It is more costly. It less user friendly as compared to Android operating system. Okay, it is not very user friendly as compared to Android operating system. Not flexible as it support only iOS devices. We cannot run other devices which are not for the iOS. We cannot run those devices on iOS operating system, and its battery performance is very poor. Okay, So here are the different versions of iOS applications. You can see that here are iOS 1, then we have iOS 2, then we have so on to iOS 13. In each version, they have some changes and they have more features, and one by one, they have created all the versions of iOS operating system. Okay, so next we have devices on which mobile application can run. Okay, devices on which mobile applications can run. Okay, in outline, they have mentioned that you need to cover the mobile phones and tablets. So, a mobile application is a software which is designed to run on a mobile device, such as smartphone or a tablet computer. Mobile applications are frequently served to provide users with similar services to those accessed on PC. Okay, so in first lecture we also discussed that mobile applications are standalone applications which have limited features as compared to web applications. Like for example, if we use Facebook on laptop, then you can see that there are more features. But if we use Facebook application on our mobile phone, then it has less functionality. Like this, if we use uh, Zoom application through browser, then it has more application, more functionality. It can give us recording options and many more. But if we use it from mobile, then it is not giving us the recording option. So these apps are generally small individual software units with limited functions. This use of the use of app software was originally popularized by Apple and its App Store, which affect thousands of applications for the iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. So on these devices, you can run mobile applications, iOS applications, and Android applications. So whatever application you are going to use, you must check that it is for which platform. Either it is for mobile, so it is for Android platform, or it is for iOS platform. So for each platform has its own functionalities, its own features. So you can run only the applications on only those platforms for which they are made. You cannot run Android applications on iOS platforms, and you cannot run iOS application on Android platforms. So next we have AC 1.5. Explain the difference between native, web, and hybrid applications. So one by one, we will discuss what are the native, what are the web, and what are the hybrid applications, and what are their limitations and their advantages. Okay. Based on the coding technology, mobile applications can be divided into native, web, and hybrid applications. We will decide that what type of applications to develop. It depends on several factors, which includes the application nature. What is the application nature? Then what it cost, what is its development cost, how much it will cost when we will develop this application, and how much time it will take while developing this application. What is our targeted audience, and what are our business goals? So for example, if we will relate it to our assignment task, we have to develop the application for a school. So in which school can see the students' progress, and students can see their progress and log their progress. And there should be a summary dashboard for the administration of school. So when we will develop our application, when we will gather our user requirements, we will keep these things in our mind. Like what is our application nature, what is its development cost, and how much time we will require to develop it, what will be our targeted audience, and what will be our business goals. Next, first of all, we will discuss about native applications. A native app is a mobile application which is developed for a specific operating system and can only be installed on that operating system. It means that an iOS app cannot be installed on Android smartphone. When referring to a mobile application, they are generally native mobile applications. Okay, native application means that we can only run the application on specific platforms for which it is developed. If it is developed for Android platform, we can run on it Android platform. If it is developed for iOS platform, then we can run only on iOS platform. So what are the benefits of a native applications? It works faster and offers a better user experience. It assesses the software and hardware features of the installed device more effectively. Okay, like we have discussed the device features, camera and contacts, how the WhatsApp can use them, and these are the device feature and the application is using. So here it is saying that these applications can easily and effectively utilize those features. Send out push notifications. Okay, these applications provide us different notifications, for example, message notification or call notifications for WhatsApp, you can say. Okay, next we have work offline in most cases. Most time we can use them, you can say, without network. Okay, limitations of native applications. You can say these are limitations or disadvantages of native applications. It requires a strong knowledge. Okay, for developing these type of application, we need a strong knowledge. Developers must be diligent in order to work with various code bases for each platform on which they build. The OS operating system must be updated on a regular basis. They need to update the operating system on a regular basis, and we need IT specialists other than the software developers you work with on daily basis. Okay, so for these applications, for native application, we need IT specialists to develop these types of applications. Next, we have web applications. A web application is an internet-enabled application that runs through a web browser and is developed for multiple devices regardless of the operating system. Okay, this is an internet-enabled application and you can access through web browser and you can run it on different platforms. Like you can run on it iOS operating system, you can run on Android operating system. So web apps are also known as web-fronted apps or web-based apps. However, a web application is not the same as a mobile website. It is different from a mobile website. Okay, benefits of web applications. It is inexpensive to develop, like it does not cost much. It is easy to maintain. We can maintain it, we can manage it easily. Doesn't need to be downloaded, can be accessed via URLs. We don't need to download these applications. We can directly access them through URLs. Compatible across a wide range of devices. You can run on either mobile iPhone devices or on Android devices. It can be run on multiple devices. There are some limitations for web applications. First of all, we have performance. A web application is directly linked to a web browser. Okay, so due to this, the app size tends to get increased. The impact of this can be seen on the performance of web application. A large web application performs considerably slower than a native desktop application. So if a large application which is running on a web browser, So you can say that sometime browser is loading it slowly. Okay, so the app load time is more than it definitely affect its performance. Then we have security. Web applications lacks the feature of quality control system. As a result, both safety and security is reduced to a higher level. However, by the methods such as SSL enforcement, the users can prevent data breach to some extent. Okay, you can see that SSL is a secure circuit layer certificate. This is enabled by different web applications so that they can avoid the cybersecurity attacks or data breaches. Availability. Web applications are rare to find since they are not available in any app store or Play Store. Thus, it is difficult to make an awareness among audiences that such apps are available. Only the audience knowing their apps will be visiting through the respective website. Like they are not commonly available on different Play Stores or App Stores, so it is difficult for the people to find them and to use them. Only the people who are using them are for them these applications are designed they can use and they can uh, use them and they can install them. Like they cannot install them, but they can use them. Okay, next we have web issues. The application is entirely dependent on the website, okay, for which it is designed. It means that if the website happens to undergo failure, then most likely the application will be failing too. Hence, for the best performance of a web application, it is necessary to have a quality website. Okay, because it is depending on the website for which is developed. So if website is getting hacked or getting failure, then the application also fail too. Then we have internet dependence, and internet connection is compulsory when running a web application. Still, there are many parts of the world where internet is not accessible. So without a reliable internet connection, we cannot either browse the web or run the web application. So for these web applications, we must need internet connection. Next, we have hybrid applications. Hybrid are the combination of the native and web applications. These are web applications placed inside a native container, and unlike web applications can be downloaded and installed on a device. Like web application, we cannot download and we cannot install. We just can access through them URLs. But hybrid application we can download and install on our devices. Hybrid applications are also especially designed for a mobile operating system and can access device compatibility just like a native applications. Like these applications can also access the device features, for example, cameras and contacts and other features. Next, we have benefits of hybrid applications. It offers a native experience with a simple backend. Okay, its backend is very simple. It can be accessed offline, unlike web applications, which we cannot access when we are offline. Integrates well with other applications. We can integrate it with other applications. It requires a minimal development and is cost effective and easy to maintain. Okay, development is it requires minimum development. Like we can easily develop it, and it is very cost effective and easy to maintain. The limitations of hybrid applications are performance. Compared to native application, if we compared it with native applications, hybrid apps have poorer performance and sometimes experience lag during use. Okay, it has poor performance, limited access to device features. Unlike native apps, hybrid apps have limited access to device hardware features such as cameras, contacts, microphone. This can significantly impact the user experience of the application. Okay, they can access the device features, but features are very limited. Then we have user experience platforms such as iOS or Android have different tools and operating methods, so are designed that are used across most hybrid applications may not be suitable for each platform's operating system rule. So this can result in a poor user experience, and additionally, users may not be able to use the application without an internet connection. Okay, then we have security. Because hybrid applications are built using web technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and are compatible with multiple platforms, they are vulnerable to cyber attacks. Like they may have less security features, so they can be vulnerable to cyber attacks. Okay, here is the difference of native and hybrid applications in terms of user research and analytics, then talent required, long-term planning, then cost to build, then development time, hardware and Bluetooth integration. So far, if we see user research and analytics, so for native application, research shows that usability is positively correlated with native functionality. Okay, whatever the functionality you are adding in your applications, you can reuse it. So for hybrid applications, high quality usability and performance when built correctly. Then talent required, developers required for each individual platform. For each individual platform, you need a separate developer. And for hybrid, individual developers can cover multiple platforms. Okay, long-term planning, distributed code base which ensures quality, security, and compatibility. Native applications have distributed code which ensures the quality of application, its security, and its compatibility with the operating system. And hybrid is a single code base which can be used on multiple platforms seamlessly, and apps built in React Native and Ionic can bypass App Store approval using code push. Then cost to build for native application, a bigger budget is required. Okay, and hybrid applications are cost effective. Then we have development team. For native application, relatively quick to market if you build both iOS and Android simultaneously. So if we build both iOS and Android applications at the same time, so it will easily develop and it will take less time. And hybrid, it is quick initial speed to market. Okay, then we have hardware or Bluetooth integration for native application, easy accessibility and compatibility between devices, and for hybrid applications, an additional layer of tech between the app code and the operating system makes integration more difficult. So these are the differences regarding native and hybrid applications. And I think we have done with today's lecture. Do you have any questions? Let me know.
I don't have any question.
Okay. Okay, let me know about the previous lecture. I have told you to watch some recordings. Did you watch them or not?
I watched first two, I think so.
Okay. So can you explain what they are saying in 1 or 2 sentences in those videos? Okay, so here are all the links from where I have gathered the data, and some links are extra, like I have, while searching, I have seen them and seen them useful, so I added them. You can visit them and you can see more explanation for each topic.